Hi folks, this is Don Byer. This is vid number 14, Firearms Training. Let's cover firearms qualification. We had to qualify twice a year. They called it fair weather and foul weather. The weather usually was pretty decent, except the last I attended was at the Sheriff's Range in Bloomsburg during Hurricane Hugo. Most of the time we went to a nice range up in Sayre. It made for a long day if you had to travel any distance. The salaried and deputies attended from the whole Northeast Division. Back then that would be about 50 people, 25 online at a time. We shot the course twice. Once in daylight and then again after dark. We shot silhouettes at 3 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, 25 yards, and 50 yards. I think that's right. At 25 yards, we shot around barricades, and at 50 yards, standing and prone. Actually, we shot the course 4 times. We had to do it once with revolvers, and again with 12-gauge shotguns, both day and night. The night shoot was difficult. They would line up all the game commission vehicles behind the 50-yard position. Then just before we shot, they turned on all the flashing strobes and all the 4-way flashers. Now the 25 targets were only a few inches apart. With all the flashing lights in the dark, it looked like 25 targets running amok. You really had to concentrate to keep track of your target. We also shot 357 Magnums. The flash out the side of the cylinders in the dark went out about 2 feet on each side. So actually, if you had to shoot at somebody in the dark, you needed to score a hit because you might not see them for a little bit. It's a challenge to say the least. All the positions and procedures were also timed. We also had to do some reloading techniques too. There was a deputy Lou and Roy and I worked with a lot. His name was Dick. I know he never fired his handgun in between qualifications. He was working out of town most of the time during the week and worked with us on the weekends. I used to bust him. Dick, I don't think you could hit the broadside of a barn if you were inside with the door shut. It was a lousy shot. He told me, yeah, the worst thing somebody could do if I'm shooting at him was move. He might walk into a bullet. Dick was a good sport about it. He and I had a running bet over the years, just between him and me. The loser, with the lower score, had to buy dinner for the group on the way home. He had a good job and everybody thought he was being generous buying dinner. Nobody knew about our bet. The next to last year we qualified at Sayre. Dick beat me by 3 points. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it. Did Dick flinch and get lucky? Did the wind help him? I just could not believe he beat me. I bought dinner on the way home. A few days later, Roy and I went out on night patrol. I said to him, you know, I can't believe Dick beat me. Roy said, well, he had a little help. What? Roy and Dick were shooting side by side. There was a deputy between them and me from another district. At the 25-yard position, Dick said to Roy, hey, you have enough to qualify. How about putting a couple rounds in my target? Roy put 3 rounds in Dick's target. Roy didn't know about the bet. He did notice I paid, not Dick. Now he knew why. This concludes my little story about firearms training. All the best, folks.